Hello dear Scorpios, and welcome to your July month's readings with me. If you're new to my channel, please do subscribe. So let's see what are the energies of July month for my dear Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. Let's get started. So you have the Clover and the Snake, my dear Scorpios, for this month. So what and how do we interpret this? Well, the first half of July is wonderful for you is what I can see over here, okay? Because I see lucky breaks, I see opportunities, I see luck comes knocking at your door. So new opportunities, luck is rising for you because you've been working well. So luck is rewarding you, my dear Scorpios, is what I see. You're going to have happy outcomes. When it comes to money matters also, I'm seeing positive developments. You might have some, quick money gains also. I'm not telling you to go and keep gambling, but I'm seeing that gambling energy is going to be very much there. Some of you might just try to play a lottery or something like that, or bet on something. Oh yeah, maybe bet on football matches or things like that, if it is legal in your country, that is okay. So this is what I see for my dear Scorpios, okay, in the first half of July. I'm also seeing in the first half of July for my Scorpios is that at work you're going to get really lucky. You might get some kind of contract, you might get some kind of positive news, even a promotion for some of the Scorpios is what I see. I see enjoyment also, I see happiness also for my dear Scorpios, and I also see that you have been, if you have been really waiting for something to happen, then you can manifest it in the first half of July, because it will work out well for you, my dear Scorpios. This is what I see. While in the second half, my dear Scorpios, what I see is that you have to be careful. What do you have to be careful of? You have to be careful of liars, cheaters, manipulators. There is jealousy, okay? Maybe you're doing very well, and in the friend circle, don't trust on the face value. They might just be smiling on your face like that, and there is something not right, okay? Be careful. I see more of feminine energy that can be a cause of some kind of concern for you in the second half of July, my dear Scorpios. So you need to be very careful, all right? Because I see a troublemaker, okay, in the scene. So be very careful. Don't you say things outrightly. Just observe first. Don't trust, and you have that. But sometimes what happens is that in your flow, you might just reveal a bit of things that can be used against you, and you can just give them something to hurt you later on. That becomes a weapon, okay? So mind you what information you're giving in your friends, okay? Especially there is one who is a traitor, who might betray you also this month, and also I see, and especially it can come in from a relative, a close person of yours. It can be in the friend circle also. So keep a watch, okay? I also see for some of the Scorpios that there is a third party situation also for some of the Scorpios. Be very careful, my dear Scorpios, and keep a watch. It's like you don't have to be suspicious about your partner, or your partner shouldn't be suspicious about you, but sometimes some control is required. It's like parents and children. If children are allowed to just give full freedom, well, you go in the kitchen, they have already taken the whole flour on their potties, the honey is dropping from the table, and some things are broken. Well, they have expressed themselves, but some control, some kind of, I wouldn't say control, but some kind of boundaries are required, because anything without boundaries is very destructive, okay? Whatever is without boundaries becomes destructive, and we have seen it everywhere. So I would say in the second half, just be careful, okay? Especially be careful of those Scorpios will have that inner feeling, when they look at somebody, they will feel suddenly, it's like, do I need to trust this person? Okay? They will have that kind of, that little, that gut feeling comes in. So just pay attention to that, my dear Scorpios, because a lady can, or a girl in the group, or a lady friend can create some kind of problems also, or they are going through some kind of issues and you get dragged into it. Don't, that's none of your business, okay? You can tell your part of the story, but don't try to tell them or try to judge them on anything, because they are going to go, and you are trying to help them, but they are going to go and spread something negative about you. You don't want that. You don't want to be defamed, my dear Scorpio, so take care of that, okay? And I would almost say that use that first week's energy, that is so wonderful and such a lucky energy, you know, that use it to grow, use it to expand your activities, and you know, get more luck in your bag, I would say. Fill it up, okay? And stay cautious in the second half of the month, is what I can tell you, my dear Scorpios, because I do see that there can be disappointment or some kind of treachery, treacherous, how do you say, treacherous? No. Yeah, treachery can be brought about by someone close, okay? It can be a family member also, so be very, very careful, my dear Scorpios, in the second half of July. And I also see that some of you might get attracted to someone who is very handsome, very beautiful, or very, you know, physically attractive, and afterwards realize that finally there was a catch there, okay? So maybe they are already married, okay? And they didn't tell you about it, and you entered into a relation, and then you find out, and then it's like, wow, what am I doing here, you know? So don't become the third party, is what I want to say, okay? Because the third party always remains the third party. It's very, in very rare cases, it turns into something positive, okay? So just be careful regarding that, my dear Scorpios. And what to take care of? Well, you need to take care of your intestines, okay? You need to take care of your gut health. All right, so eat well, sleep well, avoid whatever irritates your bowels, okay? So you might have some, you might stock stress in your intestines. You might feel like, how can I say, it can be, your intestines can absorb a lot of negativity of emotions, or even avoid eating something that can create toxins in your intestines. Instead, eat very healthy cooked food, and make sure that you're eating the proper food, and so be careful regarding your intestines, okay? And also practice positive thinking, is what I will tell you this month. Mantra for you is, affirmation for you is, practice positive thinking, my dear Scorpios. But otherwise, I am seeing that if you take care of the certain things that I've told you, the rest is going to be very, very good for you. So enjoy, my Scorpios. Thank you for listening. Please do like, share, and comment. And I shall see you next month. Until then, take good care of yourself. Bye-bye. God bless. Bye.